I woke up this morning and knew what I wanted to have for lunch. Italian food is probably like up there, top 2, not 2. And my favorite pasta sauce is amatriciana. This becoming a video today has come from that angle of knowing what I wanted to eat for lunch today. And then a second angle of remembering that amatriciana is one of the first videos for my YouTube channel I ever made 8 years ago. I made that recipe from a book that I finished reading, a book by Stella Newman, an author who's also a friend. And it's the recipe that's at the back of her book, Leftovers. And Leftovers is an amazing story of love, friendship and food, but the recipe at the back of the book is specifically for, I believe it's when you've just finished a book and it's left a hole in your life and you don't know what to do with yourself. And I made that recipe after finishing that book for that exact reason and put it on my YouTube channel. It is a terrible video. So I thought I would remake that video today because it's what I want for lunch. And also there is an EATALY that has opened in London in Liverpool Street. If you don't know what EATALY is, neither did I. It is basically a giant kind of Italian food mall center. So it has a few restaurants, a few bars, but then also like a deli, practically a whole supermarket, produce, a wine cellar, like basically literally EATALY, eat Italy. Also, if you've never heard of EATALY, it means you don't watch Kelly Stamps' YouTube videos, and Kelly Stamps is brilliant and hilarious and amazing and obsessed with Italy and tiramisu. So maybe there's a tiramisu moment here to be had today too. Amatriciana is a very, very, very simple sauce that I am going to bastardize. You've got to be kidding me. Sorry, some pneumatic drilling just started happening outside and I think I've lost my train of thought. But I think where I was going with this was that amatriciana is one of 4 Roman pasta sauces, like classics. The others being cacio e pepe, carbonara, and another one which I hadn't really heard of and I don't think I've ever had, which is called Algrizia. I'm sure my friend Norma is gonna absolutely batter me for all my pronunciations in this video, but I'm sorry, okay? But it's a classic. Amatriciana is a classic. It's up there with some of your favorite pasta sauces. Traditionally, and I'm sure this is the case for everyone's Italian favorite, it's made in a very simple way. It's supposed to have 4 ingredients. It's supposed to have guanciale, which is a pork cut from pig's cheek. You know what I'm trying to say? Tomatoes, cheese, and pasta. But I don't really eat food that doesn't have garlic in it. So I'm going to be following basically a redo of the one I've been making for years, which is from my original video, which does contain onions, garlic, and chili. I also noticed that the Bon Appetit recipe for amatriciana also contains onion, garlic, and chili. But the comments on that Bon Appetit recipe are Italians basically saying, you've done this all wrong. This is not Italian. This is not Italian. So that is my disclaimer, okay? I am not an Italian. This is not necessarily an Italian recipe, but this is the recipe that I'm going to make today because this is the recipe that my heart desires. So first things first, let's go get our stuff. Let's get ourselves some EATALY. Let's see the sun today. I just published the last of the summer diaries, which was like a little 4-part series I did here on my channel, thinking, okay, cool, it's September now, summer's over, and we've been hit with some kind of heat wave today. The sky is blue. stopped and had a little coffee and a croissant because I hadn't had any breakfast, and I knew that I had to spend some time cooking this lunch, so I didn't want to be starving. I wanted to get bucatini, but I couldn't, so instead I've got, I don't know the shape of this pasta. This is my pasta of choice. It is a long noodle, a curly noodle. It is bronze cut, which gives it that kind of like a rough texture, which is great for sauces. I got a tiramisu, an individual portion of tiramisu a la Kelly stamps. A piece of focaccia because I just couldn't help myself, and also because I'm probably just gonna snack on this whilst I cook because that's just how I roll. Got things I didn't need, like this hazelnut, why is the word not in my brain? Biscotti. Didn't need these, got them anyway. The most important thing of all, which is the pork cheek. They had like, I think I filmed this, they had like a, an actual piece, but the way that things were organized in there, which obviously I didn't really know, was very deli style in terms of things by the weight, the cheeses, the cured meat, all the meat, to be honest with you. So even the pre-packed, like kind of ready to go chunks of guanciale were not all the same price, and they were just way too big for me. So I've gone for the ready sliced chunks. Also, as I said, I was going to basically bastardize this. So I bought Italian chili pepper, just because the only chili that I have is like the chili I use every day, which is just like, I don't know what it is. It's just chili flakes from the supermarket. And my nduja, which is basically a spicy spreadable salami, like a pork. Delicious, 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 delicious thing. This has got nothing to do with what we're making today. I just needed to have some in the cupboard because it's something that's just missing from my life, and every time I see it out on a menu, I absolutely love it. Two things that I, however, did not get in Italy, but I did pick up were the hard cheese. I just got one in M&S because the pieces in Italy were just massive and way, way, way too expensive for someone who is probably just going to use this cheese for this one recipe and then not finish the rest. And then the peeled plum tomatoes, I just grabbed those at M&S as well, just because like I don't need Italian tomatoes for this. I really don't. I'm sure again someone's going to get onto me that they probably taste better, and they probably do, but these were 18 pence a can. In order to cause as little offense as possible, I am going to limit my use of additional ingredients. Rein in the garlic to 1 clove and a small section of diced onion. I'm going to make the pasta sauce in this cast iron pan, which I don't think I've introduced you to before. She is from Sainsbury's. She is by Habitat, and what a thing of beauty. The traditional amatriciana is without oil, so it actually just uses the oil with the fat from the pork. So I'm going to add the meat to the cold pan and let the heat of the pan release the fat from the meat, and then fry the onions and the garlic in that. I'll get the pasta on the side. This is going to come together super duper quick, but I'll show you guys something. Just to be sure that I am causing maximum offense here, I haven't even put the cheese on my pasta. I have a funny relationship with cheese on my pasta. I like to taste it. I will add some cheese, but I'm starting without. I also have some of the focaccia on the side, which, by the way, is a lot softer, but much less oily than I expected. So we'll see how this goes. your bread. I know what you need. We're gonna go a little white truffle olive oil, and we're gonna go a little balsamic. Oh, salt would be good. I can't bother to get back up. I really cannot bother to get back up. Much better. Oh, that was everything I wanted and needed and more. Don't you just love it when you want something and it turns out exactly right? Like Italian food, and that's why it's top 2 not 2, because it almost can't go wrong. Like the simplicity with good quality ingredients. By the way, you do not have to go to Italy for these things. Pork cheek you can easily get online if you want to order it, or use pancetta. That's what I did actually in my original video, and all the videos I've seen, all the Italians basically are saying the same thing. You can use cube pancetta if you want, which they sell in all the supermarkets, smoked or unsmoked. I would recommend unsmoked, and this dish comes together exactly the same way. Put your money where your mouth is. Literally, if you are somebody that wants to go for the very, very super expensive Italian cheese, then do that. As I said, not really too crazy about cheese, so I just grabbed one in M&S. I still have the tiramisu in the fridge. I just stuck it in the fridge to cool back down just because I had to commute with it today, and it's bloody hot out of nowhere on September the 7th. Oh, and I was also sitting here thinking about this nduja and what to do with it, and I've just put all of the leftovers together, which is some of the focaccia bread that's left, some of this, and some of the cheese, and maybe even some of the olive oil. Like, I can see a toasted sandwich happening. I'm pretty sure I can. I will throw a clip of that. That'll be for tomorrow because there's no way I'm eating that today. I will throw a clip of that on the end of this video if I get around to making it. I will also touch back in when I have the tiramisu. Comment below how you feel about cheese on pasta. And are you a tomato-based pasta person or a creamy white sauce pasta person? Because I'm tomato all the way. You can throw some parsley on there if you want, some salt. You can throw a bit of cheese in there, but breadcrumbs, pancake, Smells good. Yeah, that's good. I get it now, Kelly. Kelly Stamps, I get it.